didn't think there was a 2-minute song?
Hooty Doody Wuddy?
I don't know. You're button pushing, not me.
I know I am. I am a button pusher. And it was
Good
like,
Lord.
holy shit, I don't want to do that yet. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, oh, okay. Hey, guess what? We're live.
Again? How do you do that? It's magic.
It's
Fuck me.
magic. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, shoot. And that damn thing keeps... That's why I left my stereo mix thingy. I left it up.
Oh,
so
there's
that,
a delay. How could
yeah.
we be live? There's a delay. It's only 2 minutes after. Would you play like half a song?
Well, yeah, no. That Bay City Rollers song is just like, what is it?
Wow.
2 minutes, 56 seconds, something like that. So, yeah,
Wow.
it's not very long. But, yeah.
They don't love you long time.
No, they don't. But, talk about, wow, bubblegum. Holy crap-a-noli. Hoy.
Moose got a giggle out of it. Said
Yes,
it
she
took her
did.
back to the 7th grade.
Moosey,
Wow.
I had that album as well, and my girls absolutely loved it. When they were little, oh my Lord, they would dance around the house to that. Yeah. Oh, well.
That reminds me of something my cousin Bubba once said.
What's that?
There she was, standing in the moonlight, a quart of 40 weight in one arm and a shotgun in the other. The moonlight glistening off her braces, and I knew I was in love.
All righty. Yay.
No, he was a simple guy, Anyway.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Oh, well, let's
40
say
weight
hey.
and a shotgun. Hey, good
Yeah.
times, let me tell you. Oh, yeah.
I know. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's... Nope. Okay, there was 11 people reached by the post over on Fakeybook, but I have no idea who the hell it was. Doesn't
But
look
where
like...
are we on this wonderful
We
April
are on the Dork Table, and we are
17th?
here at reallibertymedia.com, channel 3, also on the rlmradio.xyz site, and all kinds of other RLM places, RLM places all over the
Wow.
internet.
Oh, that was impressive.
I know, wasn't it, though?
He's starting to sound like a radio salesman. And for just $19.99, you too can own these.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. If you order before sundown, my assistant will personally come to your house and
we
fix
will
your
guarantee that you will have a sundown.
Okay. Is there no Dork Table today, Chloe says to us on the RLNM?
We are on the
didn't
Dork
post
Table
it.
today.
Yeah, but you didn't post it as
Well, no, I tried to, but Grimmy's not awake, and so,
Oh, Grimm's not awake, yeah.
or maybe he is. I don't know. I didn't see Grimmy, but yeah, we're here. We're
Yeah,
We're
I said
playing.
we is alive, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Man, so-
and let's see, over on Twitterville, I shared it over on Twitterville as well, but I don't see that there's any kind of notification kind of stuff, which is cool beans. I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and close Twitterville now, seeing as how I've done that. I also shared it
Good idea.
over on Informed Planet, which is a way cool site. If you're really sick of Fakeybook, go over to
Yeah.
Informed Planet, because there's an awful lot of really cool people over there.
Oh,
So it's
Informed-
informedplanet.org. So go check
right.
that place out. Say hey to Jules for me. And if you do happen to have, a little bit of, well, I know there's no such critter as spare change, but if you do feel obliged, please help support, because unlike Fakeybook, they don't sell your info in order to keep the site going. They actually survive by donations. So please.
Oh, like
Kind of
like
like the
Grim-
RLM and Freedom's
Yeah.
Network, If
Grim-
you don't see
those-
ads on the sides of the pages, then that means that they ain't selling your info. So, or you can pretty much assume that. Of course,
Chloe got Dork of the Show Dork Award today for, yep, my God, I forgot to refresh.
oh,
That is very dorky of you. You are the dork of the show for this wonderful April the 5th of 2017.
April the 5th? No, it's May the 6th.
I don't
And we
know.
have a music
Is it?
interlude. Yes, it is. It's May the
have
6th.
no- Oh, is Is it?
You forgot to
Uh,
refresh your calendar, didn't you?
yeah. Well, I better take a bath too, because tomorrow's the 7th.
Yeah.
That's right. I told you all about that last week, or maybe the week before. I don't remember.
What, that you take a bath on the 7th?
No, before the 7th. Well,
Okay.
you only get married once in a great while, so
That's hopefully.
some people only do it once.
Yeah, well, that was enough for me. In any
Uh,
case, okay, over here on this Freedom's
amateur.
Network, I see me and Java Doctor are over here on the Freedoms Network. Although Estrella and Loki Luck 3 have been posting like crazy brains, so
Java!
has Katie Troxel.
Estrella!
Yeah, they're so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, Katie Troxel, the Jew hater.
Woo! And you're a Jew, you Jewy bastard.
Yeah, but like I tell my wife, I'm only Jewish when it suits my purpose.
Ah,
And because
no, it's your
I've got the
purpose.
luxury. Well, I don't know. It depends on the moment. But
Oh.
I have another parent. See, I have two parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
One was from one country with one thing, this, that, and the other, and the other was from another country with a this, that, and the other. And when they merged together,
It became
well,
and then
Christ,
some.
no, but I legally became eligible within the confines of my freedom to adopt whichever parent's attribute I chose at a particular time to
Sweet.
suit my goal. Yeah,
So it's whatever you identify as.
that's why I drink and smoke today.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
All that
over in the
wonderful
corner
health.
pocket, I see Sock Puppet and myself over here, and
Ah!
Nate is here as well. He just joined in,
Hey.
so.
Whoa, we got a hey, I like new names.
I know, new names are cool. Let's see.
Hey,
And, yep. Hey, Free and Slave did the now thingy too, but yeah, Grimmy must still be sleeping.
slave.
Okay, so if you wish to really give us static and play along, come on over to the RLM chat and think of a nickname. Pick a name, any name, whichever you wish to do. Hey, guess what? Barman just did the Dork Table. Sweet! Yay, thank you, Barman. See, that's what we keep Barman around for, because he's just so damn awesome. Okay, so.
Dorks kiss ass when we get what we want from people, right?
Okay, I'll kiss Barman's ass.
See, I told you.
Because that doesn't leave a shitty taste in my mouth. So.
Wow. the E asshole. For your listening pleasure.
There you go.
That's right. No batteries needed.
That's right. Okay, so over here in the RLM, I see Barman right up top. Hey there, Barman. Thank you, darling. I also see Grimner is showing in the chat, and maybe he woke it up. I'm not sure. I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here. Hey, Moosey. Hey, and Moosey, hun, I just wanted to ask, because I tried to stay up last night, and I actually left the Freakers Ball going on my computer because I thought, I'm getting a little on the sleepy side, so I laid down with the stereo, with it turned up quite a bit. And I laid down and I was reading on my book number 2 of The Ringing Cedars, and I fell asleep. Because I woke up with a book on my nose. That's how I know I fell asleep during it. So did Grimmy play the Prince and Lenny Kravitz song? I'm just curious, Moosey.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did?
I was even awake when he did that. Yes.
Sweet. I thought that was so awesome.
For the defense.
Yay! I thought that was an awesome song. And Grimmy said, yeah, it would be great. So, yay, I'm glad he played it. I was trying to stay up to hear it, but obviously I didn't make it there.
Amateur.
I know. I'm such a wussy.
Just can't take you anywhere.
I know. Grimmy's almost awake. I also see the lovely Kate is here, as well as Beth Z. And looky there. And the musical interlude. JJ's would be so proud. Because JJ's is always telling me I don't have enough music going in the show. So when you do the musical interlude, that works great. Beth Z is here. Wow, that was cool. I was impressed. I also see Chelsea Denis is here, as well as the lovely Circle Dork. Hey, Circle Dork, sister
Hello,
from
honey.
another mother. Actually, she's my universal sister. There you go. That works.
I know her too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so awesome. I also see a double dip and a Chloe in the house, as well as
Chloe!
Dakota.
Uh,
And
In
looky
stereo.
there, Dan Tennessee. Hi, Dan Tennessee. How you doing,
Dan.
sweetheart?
Oh, Vincent.
And Vincent. Well, I haven't gotten to Vincent
Wait
yet.
a minute. Was that not Vincent? Oh, okay.
No,
I got
Dan-
fooled by it.
Dan Tennessee is Vincent's
Ah,
friend. Dork who?
well.
Dork who?
See? Me.
Who dork? Who?
Me.
Who? And then there's a
There's an-
Graham's dork in the house.
I know
That's
her.
me. Yeah.
Yep.
IB Don
know her.
C is here, as well as
Hey, I
Java Doctor
Java.
2. Looky there, JJ's is logged in, but
JJ's
I'll
nine
bet
gems,
you- I'll bet you JJ's is at that festival, because I remember him saying something about he had some big thing he was going to go to this weekend. So I'm sure he's partying hardy with some mates
Oh.
and having a good time, and he can deal with the hangover. I won't.
Ow.
Yeah. I also see
Wow.
Trust Number 1 is in the chat. Hey there, trusty fellow.
Number one.
And there's Vinny. I see Vinny. Yay. I also
Vinny, you old whore, what are you doing?
he wakes up before the sun. I do too, but I don't get out of bed before. Well, yeah, okay, I do because the dogs usually have to go pee. But yeah, then I try and
Wow.
crawl back into bed and warm up just a little bit. But this morning I actually wandered around in my barety feet because I've gotten enough of the stickers pulled, and I raked up all my pine cones so I can walk around in my yard barefoot and not go out, some bitch. So
Wow. Shoot for the stars, Miss Mary.
I
Shoot
know.
for those stars.
You
That's
know,
what I say.
it doesn't take much for me to be tickled, you know. So if I can walk
Apparently
around
not.
barefoot in my yard, then I'm a happy camper. So
You know, in that alternate like vocabulary thing site they open, what is
Uh-huh.
it?
the urban.
There's going to be a Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
There's going to be a picture of you next to the word gullible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You think you could walk around barefoot in a wow, okay, and not get hurt somehow?
Well,
Good
yeah,
luck.
because I
Delusional
well,
one.
I just might step in doggy poop, but
See?
at least my feet will be
Wow.
smelly, but they won't have a sticker in the bottom.
Oh man, that just rubs my G-bone so wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not one of those barefoot love. Fuck, Cirques barefoot. Fuck. I mowed I do the yard, so I know what the fuck's out there. No, I ain't stepping in that shit. What, you crazy?
You
The dog. Yeah, you mow a yard, you clean a dog's toilet. I mean, think about it. And you're gonna walk around.
well, yeah, yeah.
Okay. To each his own. That is why, at this time in history, I'm not running this world, because the first thing I do is make all you people wear shoes, so when you step in shit, I don't got to listen to you complain about it.
Yeah, but see, when you step in shit, when you're barety feeted, all you have to do is go, ew, it's oozing between my toes, and then take a hose and wash it off. But, when you do it with your shoes, then you track it through the house. So, yeah. In any
And
case.
you heard that here first, folks, at the Dork Table. So,
Because it's vital information. I also see
Right.
Phantom 2 is in the house, or at least logged in, and Alias D, or Alias, however you wish to put that.
Alias!
Asmo's down around the middle again. Hi, Asmo. I also see BTC Bob, as well as Colfax 101. And looky there, Crockett, a.k.a. Hansel, is in the house.
Yeah.
And looky there, there's a dimma in the house, as well as a Dork
Hey.
pancakes. Dork
Wow.
pancakes are like, the creme de la creme of pancakes, don't you know?
Wow. Boy, what color is that nose of yours? Let me see.
It's got
You
little
got
brown
pancake
speckles
batter
on
on
it.
your nose, honey. Wow. Boy.
Oh,
She went in all the way there, folks.
Chloe's squirming in
Hey,
next to Vinny.
cakes.
Watch it, Chloe. He's kind of handsy. In any case, where was I at? Free Enslaved. Hi, Free Enslaved. How you doing, sweetheart? I also see Jehovah One. And let's see, Juana Taco is here as
Wow.
well. And looky there, Kozu. I hope you got your electricity back, sweetie. And KD Troxel is logged in as well. Oh, there's a squirm cam. Oh, that just brought all kinds of images to
Yeah.
my mind that I really did not need. That etch a sketch shake thing that you do with your head, all that does is make my eyes go back and forth really fast.
I'm really convinced Hans could put a pamphlet together on how not to score with the women. And because if the shit that he says to these women like that works, ooh, I'm terrified of those women. I avoid those women because a lot of them aren't really women.
Oh,
They just dress like women.
oh, oh, wow, I didn't.
Your
Okay.
guide to sanity on the
It,
Dork Table.
yeah, has left the building. I also see Bot is here, as well as North Force and Pon Sauce or Pon Sauce or Pon Pon Sauce. I much prefer Pon Pon Sauce. Oh wow! I shook my head so hard one of my
Free
speakers quit
Enslaved!
working.
I was waving at Free Enslaved, who said hi to Grammy and Dorks. I guess
I'm waving
he's not
too.
saying. I
Yeah,
guess Free's not saying hi to me, but hey, I'm a dork.
you're
So,
dorks.
oh,
Yeah,
I
they
feel
go.
special. I'm better now.
Oh, okay. Hi, Rain. How are you doing, sweetie?
Rain,
We got rain, and it's
rain,
not
oh
outside.
rain.
I also see Stats Bob and Tip Bob, and to round
Ah,
out
the
the
Bobs,
clue,
man.
the Bob twins.
I'm lonely without the Bobs.
And to round out the crew, the one, the only, the Vil E underscore. And you know what? Under 20 minutes, bada bing, bada boom. I'm an overachiever.
I just enjoyed my celebratory glass of elixir.
Yay! Yeah, that's
I'm
that
so much.
special potion that Circles makes for you, isn't it?
Yep, that faggy, frothy, fucking latte shit, man. It's the bomb. Man, you can make fun of the people that drink that shit all day and all night, but you know what? That shit's some good shit.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but it just looks real sissy, you know? It's not a
Ah,
manly drink, I'm telling you. Because,
okay.
I'm like, a manly man. And here I am drinking this sissy coffee before I do shots of dew.
Oh,
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 yeah.
that's
We're
stuff.
drinking the cheap shit tonight.
Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Wow.
Yes,
This one,
that's right.
ouch. I'm
You know,
playing. I'm playing.
hey, somebody's being a pirate. And they're being a
Arr.
pirate without us.
I hate when that happens, and my frickin' microphone. Stop it. Stop it. Okay,
Oh,
I'm playing with buttons again.
yeah.
You know how I
So,
am.
yeah,
Um,
I listened to your show last night, and
uh-huh.
I must commend you on your achievement in the reality that you have finally hit.
Well, I opened the window for a little bit, and then I closed it again because I can only take so
Mm.
much reality at one time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I understand that completely. Especially the inoculation thing, because when you listen to people that you think are opposing it, they're really not.
Yeah.
Yeah. They insinuate they're opposing it, and they behave in a fashion that would make you feel like they're opposing it, but they never say they oppose it. If anything, they'll say the exact opposite. Well, I don't oppose inoculation. I oppose the delivery system of that bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It's not
yeah.
really what they're putting in you, but it's what they're putting in you. It's like, real, huh?
Well, compare it to a package, right? Let's say my mom or my brother sent me a package through the mail,
Uh
right?
huh.
Okay. And it doesn't get here in the condition that it was supposed to. Do I get mad at the package, my brother, my mom, or the delivery service? See, because the package is still the same, even though it got damaged, it's still the package they sent. So
Yeah.
who's to fault? Well, the carrier would be to fault, but that doesn't affect the package. So they're giving you shit in the first place, and then they blame the package for the shit they're giving you. It's a scam.
Oh, yeah.
Well, fuck. Why did it take so? Well, it took a lot of people a long time to get where I'm at with it because I'm so paranoid of the fucking system as it is.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Vinny. Vinny said it was an excellent broadcast. Thank you, sweetheart.
Wow.
I don't really, I mean,
Hmm.
it's really hard for me to gauge because I
Hmm.
rarely. Now, the other day, when I finally got electricity back and I was catching up on chores and stuff, I'd clicked on YouTube and I thought, okay, a friend of mine wanted to hear a broadcast, so I shared it to him. And then I sat there and listened to it and I thought, holy crap, and people actually listen to me. But
Hmm.
I can
Yeah.
it's hard for me to because I really, honest to God, most of the time don't have a freaking clue. If you were to ask me 10 minutes after I get off the radio, I have that, which is why I do my little blurb right away, because I don't have a freaking clue what the hell I did or
Yeah.
what I
Just
talked
like
about.
this. Same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Hmm?
It's like that stream of consciousness kind of thing, and it just, shoot.
And it's little things like that about myself that make me question things like that person saw that person do this.
Yeah,
Because I was out this morning to go to the town to go get something, and I don't remember who I saw in town today.
yeah.
So if you showed me a picture of somebody that I walked right next to and looked right in the face tomorrow, I couldn't ID that person.
Yeah, yeah.
But Americans have superpowers because through a crime situation that comes out of absolutely fucking nowhere, the one thing they don't lose is their memory of what took place. They
Yeah.
cling to fuck, most people hide under tables and tell you bullshit.
It is funny how especially like watching these shows on TV, which I used to do quite a bit. Not I don't have broadcast TV anymore, but how they go, and where were you on such and such date at such and such time? And it's like, huh?
Hmm.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast. And that's not necessarily because you have a bad memory. It's just that it was not that important, so it didn't really, these people that come up with an alibi,
Yeah.
oh well, I was yada 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 yada. How can you be so sure that that's where you were at such and such time? And
Hmm.
how I always wonder how they can have recall of where they were like a month ago at such and
Yeah.
such time, huh?
See? I don't even know what the date is today. I proved that trying to say something earlier. It's in that, European uh I think it's yeah, day, month, year. Everybody changes it. I like the way Grimm does it. Year, month, day. But nobody else will go along with it. It makes more sense that way.
Huh.
To
Okay.
me.
Well,
Not
yeah.
maybe not to you, but year, month, and then the date at the end. And they go, oh. But no, these Europeans and Americans keep changing the first two around, and they always got a zero in one of them for a while. So what the? Oh man, I think the clock is a fucking scam, and the
Well,
date.
yeah.
Just in case you didn't know.
Excuse me. Yes, I think
I'm
it is.
starting to wonder if you're real.
Yeah. Or at least when I pinch myself, it hurts.
Yeah, but what
Oh,
does that got to do with reality? If you pinch the table, does the table complain? Mine doesn't. Or
my.
maybe when that sound when you knock on it, maybe that's the table going, "Hey, get the fuck off me." You think you're knocking on the door, but you're just pissing off the door.
Oh,
And that's how
hey.
doors communicate with you, but we're not taught that.
Oh, so
We're
yeah,
we're taught it's a
every
thud.
time you punch the door, rap it with your knuckles, it's going ow, 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 ow. I hadn't
Well,
thought of
have you
that.
ever slammed your finger in a door? If you have, now you know why. Doorbells, fucker. That's what doorbells are for, to
Yeah, but
save the trees.
you push that button on that doorbell, and how do you know that that isn't the wiring inside your house going, ow, motherfucker,
Uh,
sending
yeah,
that
you know
jolt
what?
through me?
That's why we need slaves. Somebody that can answer the fucking door. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
I
Can you
know.
imagine Donald Trump answering the door and he put his wig on crooked or something? No, he's got slaves to do that shit.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. I had this mental image of the Trumples answering the door
His
in his
boxer shorts
BVDs
answering the
and
door
his
to
toque on
service their
sideways.
account.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I got another dork announcement for all you non believers of the world. And
Okay.
that is, if you still love your government so much, I dare you to watch the movie entitled Thrive. Yep, take 2 hours out of your busy day and listen to something you probably won't believe. There you go. Dork announcement is over.
Thank you. Thank you. This has been a public service announcement of Flasharoonie Head Dork with a musical interlude by the same.
Damn geeks. That's what. Hey, that's what Vinny said. He didn't say damn dorks. He said damn geeks.
I know, 'cause then they're
Try.
geeks. I don't know that we want any geeks on the dork table.
Why not?
Because if they're sitting on the table, then the table will start yelling.
It's just a theory. I can't prove it. But
Well,
still, when you knock on a door, does it not make a noise if you're
that's
not deaf? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
See,
If you're not
and
deaf, and if you're deaf,
and
then no, it don't.
then
Nothing
it
makes a
doesn't.
noise.
But if you're not deaf and somebody knocks on you and you hear it, hey, that proves that they knocked on the door and it made a sound.
Ah, hey, you
Yep.
know what? Pancakes is gonna make some toast. Here's a toast to you,
Mental,
Pancakes. It's with my
mental
coffee.
toast. I'm
Mental
gonna
toast.
make I'm gonna make a mental toast. I wish you what is that you always say? I wish you all what you got coming. You cheese ball motherfuckers.
Cheese ball. Cheese ball.
Yeah. Well, if
Mmm.
you're a cheese ball motherfucker, that applied to you. If you're not a cheese ball motherfucker, then let it go. Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I just got stuck on cheese
I,
ball.
did I steal your harmonica? No, I did not. I
I
went
didn't.
down to
You need to quit talking about Monica like that.
I went to town the other day and I bought me a harmonica at the secondhand store.
Ooh, so it's a previously blown harmonica.
Best kind. Nobody likes a virgin, trust me. That's just a story those Muslims are telling. Fuck. If you ever want to be bored to death or, prepared to have to perform a quiz, get a virgin. What?
Ah.
What is that?
Oh, Cakes is
That's
tickled.
happiness. That's happiness in a tube.
How do we always go there?
Oh,
I think we're
the movie
trained professionals.
the movie is called Thrive. Thrive. Thrive.
He can
And
spell
it's
too.
got a pretty catchy little subtitle to it too. Let me open it and see what they said at the end. It's called Thrive. What on earth will it take? Question mark. Because it explains to people how the system actually operates and where your position is amongst it. You don't exist. None of us do. We're not even on the fucking map. You know, we're an inconvenience to the wealthy. And that's why I got a beef with you about your billionaires love us bullshit. No, they don't give a flying fuck about us. That's why they mass that wealth and hoard it so that everybody else can't have some. So that they can have value. And what do you need a billion anything for? It's fucking stupid. It's
Well,
selfish and it's greedy and it does nobody any good. And look at Trump and tell me I'm wrong. Look at how he made his money. There's
oh,
video out there to show
okay.
you the core that's
I'm glad you
behind it.
added that look at how he made his money, although I really don't want to look at that either because when you said
Oh,
look at Trump, I was like, "No, please don't make me. Please. What did I ever do to you? Cheese it, Christ." Which
I'm
wow, can
sorry,
you
Mary.
imagine Mary saying that to him? Cheese it, Christ.
Okay, Grimner says that it's seriously bent propaganda. And I told, see, me and Mary had a little talk about it before, and I said to her that there's a lot of selling to this. All this shit's brought to us from the same source, both the positive and the negative. And I still think that if you're like we are, you can watch that and get past all the propaganda and not be swayed by it. You'll recognize it for bullshit. There's still a lot of freaking truth in it. That was the point.
Well, yeah, any good lie has a kernel of truth to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At least a kernel. But this fucker, I mean, wow, they were so blatant with your where you're really at in the game, and still they put all that Rothschild shit in there so that, it's a bunch of shit. But there is a lot of truth to it. So we got a thumbs down from the Grimner, but I liked it because I know what I think I'm looking at.
Ah. Oh, after transhumanism and depopulation. And that's something I was thinking about this morning. Remember, I did, and this popped into my head while I was doing dishes this morning. Um,
Hmm.
I was thinking about when I talked about that kid genius that was uh, talking about CERN and the oh shit, Mandela effect, that kind of stuff, and how he thinks that it's quite possible with the Mandela effect and so many people expressing that no, it was mirror, mirror on the wall, not whatever. And there's
Hmm.
things in the Bible that have changed as well. But he believes that CERN did something that exploded our universe and we just popped in, or a lot of us just popped into the universe just right next door, which I wonder if some of us didn't pop into the universe on the other side as well. You never know. I mean, my mind starts going to all these weird places. But this morning while I
No,
was
I
doing
know.
dishes, I was thinking about that, and I have a brother that is very, very smart, very well read on biblical things, and I got to this child had said something about possibly the reason why these people that are saying no, nothing changed, that's the way it's always been, is because some did not make that trip. Those are the people that
Yeah.
were always living in this universe. And so, when I see stuff like that, like with Thrive, or there's several other things on YouTube along those
Hmm.
lines that I've seen
Hmm.
that some people get them and some people go, so what's your point?
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
me,
Exactly.
that is, I wonder if maybe those that get it, that
Hmm.
see it a little bit differently, are
Hmm.
possibly ones that came from another universe, when CERN did whatever, or maybe
Hmm.
it wasn't CERN, maybe it was a solar flare that caused massive extinction or whatever. I don't, it could be any number of things if you believe in the multiple universe theory, but I wonder if maybe, those from a different universe popped into this one instead of just expiring in that universe. They just popped into the one next door, and they're seeing these differences in this
Hmm.
one from what the one that they grew up in. How's that for getting really
Wow.
weird?
I don't know if it's really really weird. I don't know. I've been told for 50 odd years that we're spinning on a fucking ball at 1,000 miles an hour going through space.
And that
Now,
ball
you
is
want
not
to talk
only
about
spinning at
fucking?
1,000 miles an hour, it's also spinning
Oh, here we
around
go.
another ball
Whatever.
that's also doing a
Yeah.
swirly and yeah.
Well, okay. So when you hear all that horse shit, then what other horse shit's going to strike you as weird? Nothing. Gravity and spinning balls. I mean, Christ, every guy wants to think about spinning balls. I mean, fuck. Give me a break.
Every guy wants to
You
think
know,
about
if
spinning
they w-
balls. Wow.
if they wanted to get my attention with the globe thing, they should have said it looked like a
An Easter
girly
egg?
part, like a girly part.
Oh,
Take your choice.
okay, like a boob.
I'm partial to the
We're
girly
traveling
parts.
through space on a giant multicolored boob.
Traveling through space bullshit. Okay, sure we are, if you say so. I don't get it. It doesn't quite make sense to me like that for some reason. I must be, different.
Oh, so you don't
Or
have a
maybe
problem
I'm
with
just,
residing on a giant multicolored boob. It's the whole traveling through space
yeah,
part that you have a problem with.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Well, they claim to have all this and all that technology, and they do this way, and they do that way. But fractional reserve banking tells me another story.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, mm,
See, and
if you
I
can't
just see
trust
it
the
as
money that you're using to survive, how can you trust anything that those people that supply you with the money say? At
well,
all. Period. Anything. I don't. And that's why I understand Grimm said, seriously bent propaganda. True. But, like you say, within the lie is the truth if you can understand what you're seeing. And it's all damn different to each of us in some weird way, anyhow.
yeah.
Hey, Cowboy Tech showed up. Go
Yay!
figure.
Hi,
We don't,
cowboy.
yeah, we don't usually get the cowboy. He's usually working or playing.
Yep.
Or, yeah, go figure. Wow.
Save a
Four
horse.
zero users today on the RL and M. Because the RL and M is my favorite crew of whoever catches this crap that we do. The RL and M, those are the people that I know. Lucky fuckers. Wait till the Russians can afford me, people.
You know
I'll
that
sell you out like a bunch of slaves for
that whole
19
lucky
bucks.
fuckers thing, I always see that as a two-sided thing. It's like if it
Mm.
weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. I mean, that
Oh,
could work multiple ways, don't you know?
well, you can also look at it like this, right? A shitty thing can happen, and it could be a really devastating, shitty, horrible thing on an emotional level. Not a
Mm-hmm.
physical thing to you, but an emotional. Somebody passes, or you've got to go somewhere you don't really want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that horse shit against your will to please other people. And then later down the road, good shit happens for you for being a self-sacrificing A1 stand-up motherfucker. And then you get the goodies later down the road.
Ah.
Like a paycheck, only better.
Oh, so it's like the Karma Cafe, where
Well,
the
I don't believe
menu
in the karma
items
thing.
are all
Yeah.
basically you get what you deserve.
Then explain George Soros.
You'll get his.
No,
And
see, here
I
in the
really
afterlife,
I
what, in
no,
court?
no, no.
The guy's
I
89,000 years old. What are they going to do to him now?
see, and
Come
I
on.
really think I think he is just not a happy person, and he's living in his own little hell, and that's why he's trying to make
Oh,
everyone
come
else's
on.
life a living hell. Seriously,
Oh,
people that are
really?
that ugly. Can you
Yeah.
imagine how ugly they are on the inside and how absolutely miserable they are? They
Yeah.
really
Well,
can't be happy.
okay. But you're talking about a guy here. Let's trade places for a minute, right? Let's make Flash somebody, the guy that's got $80 billion. You know what I would do? The very first thing I would do is hire some schmo to go out in public to be me. So nobody would ever know who is this guy. They would see this other guy and think that guy was Flash somebody when it wasn't really him at all. It was me.
Ah.
And I would enjoy my $80 billion, eating good and breathing all the good oxygen and enjoying all the fine things in life. And the other guy would take all the shit for it because that's what his job is. See,
Ah.
just like Donald Trump. Everybody thinks Donald Trump's some big shot. No, he's just some other guy's, richer guy's pawn to shove around a board and take shit in his stead whenever the shit starts flying.
Yeah. Well,
So who'd
yeah.
want to be Donald Trump right now? Fuck that. I'm glad I'm not him.
I don't want to be him anytime. That's
Mm.
his job. He's stuck with
Okay,
it.
well, POTUS or whatever.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
want
want to
that
be
job either.
good. I don't want any job. I don't want to take anybody any fucking where. If you can't get there by yourself, you're fucked because I'm not helping you get nowhere. Don't even give a shit on top of it. But at least I'm honest enough to tell a guy, hey, it's not my problem. It's your problem.
Ah.
Yeah, it's called honesty. And how you deliver it in person dictates your success with that activity. See,
Mm-hmm.
tact is the ability to tell another man to go fuck himself and watch him smile and wave to you as he takes off on his journey.
Hmm. Uh.
Yeah, tact.
Huh.
I've been accused of having a moment or two here and there of tact.
A moment or two. Yeah. Usually it's
Mm,
yeah, but
mm,
tax sometimes are quite pointed. And
ah.
wow, I'm looking at the chat here, and I just saw
Oh
Vinny
yeah,
with the
yeah,
right left knee, right knee, wee knee. You know, it's called a wee knee for a reason.
yeah. We covered that with when Rob did his massage explanation. We covered that left side, right side, and damn near anything in the middle. Those are your pressure points. Next.
Well, that's true. That's
Hey,
true.
I'm a massage genius. Now let's talk about something else I don't know about.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Something else you don't know
S-
about. Let's see.
See, I'll just make something up. I'll be like CNN, and I'll just make something up that you can't
And then
really
you'll have
argue
film at
with.
11.
Yeah, because it sounds reasonable if you're, like easily led, and then you go, "Hey, those North Koreans are freaking crazy. Look at the way that guy's hair's cut." But hey, Trump's cool.
There you go. Yeah.
I,
He's
I
yeah.
mean, I when you think about how petty, I've seen a lot of text over this North Korea thing in different sites,
Uh-huh.
and it seems to me that the biggest problem anybody has with this Kim Jong Il guy, or whatever his fucking name is,
Yeah.
the North Korean prick, his haircut doesn't fucking look right. That's it. They don't know shit about how he treats his people badly. Whoa, like Americans get treated so good by the government. Wow. Hey, how about one of those forced inoculations, baby? We pack it with poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't need to buy Roundup anymore because now they're spraying the skies to get rid of all of those nasty little critters that are infesting their world. Yes.
Hey, Vinny, you have to ask my wife because I'm sworn to secrecy. You
What?
pervert. Well, Vinny's getting all personal right here on the RL&M chat in
He
front of
is.
all. Yeah. You can
Hmm.
read, right, sweetheart?
Yes, I can, but
You read it any other
I
time,
was
but when I'm reading it, you don't read it.
no,
What?
because I was looking at other pages because I also have Informed Planet up
Mm.
and I have the Corner Pocket up and I have
Oh,
Freedom's
well,
Network
see,
up.
no,
So,
no, I'm slow. I, c- I can only open one side at a time. Uh, I have Windows, but I don't trust Windows. Fuck Windows in the ass with a stick. So,
MooseGirlNakedRadio.com.
wow.
Hansel? Are you in heat, honey?
Wow. Oh, I must have blocked him because I don't see that shit.
Yeah, 'cause he's got
See,
Moose Girl Naked Gardening and now Moose Girl Naked Radio. And it's like, I think
uh,
Hansel's in heat. Watch it,
I
Moosey.
think I think he had his first drink. Sounds like he's in some cheesy fucking Boston bar looking at a hooker. Hey, baby, you want to come over here and polish my knob? Give you $20. Fucking cheapskate for $20, they won't even look at it.
When I was thinking the top of his head like bald.
Wow, cold.
I'll buff it.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett live at Dork Table. I mean, Mary Buffett. Wow, you dirty girl. See where you're making me? You're making me say terrible things on the radio. Wow, I never thought I'd stoop that low.
And once again, we have that musical interlude to break the stunned silence.
It was a domestic. It was a domestic thing, not a random thing. No, not random at all. Pre-planned, pre-packaged for your viewing experience. The fuck are these crazy people talking about?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
I know. I can't read. Well, I can't read Hans's words anymore. No, they just make me weep. Yeah. Well, when somebody's that obviously out there, it's rude to make fun of the retarded. So I just weep. You can't call them retards anymore. Some fucker's going to get mad at you. Oh, you're abusing the slow-witted. Yeah,
Don't
you're
call them
accomplice to
slow-witted.
their stupidity, but you don't want to hear that side of it. Go get another inoculation. Why don't you go pay your bank mortgage in cash at Bank of America? I dare you.
Pennies. Pennies.
Have you ever? No, they won't even take $100 bills. Do you know why?
Why?
Because cash and credit are not the same thing in the banking industry.
Oh, I know that.
Well, your mortgage is in credits, not in cash. Because your mortgage is made up out of imaginary shit it's like they do a dance at night in the dark, poof, there's money. They put the numbers on the screen and poof, there's magically money. Where'd it come from? Yeah. And then they take 90% of that imaginary money and they loan it out again. And again, and again, and again.
Isn't it cool how they do that? Because it's magic.
No.
Fuck you.
If I did that, they'd find a nice, deep, dark cell for me to reside in.
Well, that's because you don't have a special card. You don't know the secret handshake and all that fun stuff. Vinny knows the secret handshake, but, have you ever heard, there's a menage a trois, which is a threesome.
Uh-oh.
And then there's, the couple, which is a twosome. And and then there's flying solo, which is a handsome. I had to throw that out there. I don't know why. Something about all of this, everyone on the radio is naked while broadcasting, which that's true, Grimmy. Under these clothes, I'm naked.
Yeah. And I've got the Skype tape to prove it. Just $19.99 for a copy of the Dork Table on video.
Flash just got this stunned silence and tilt flashing across his forehead. Because it was like, did she really say that?
No. It's just, see, and there's Hans proving my point once again. Give me one more reason to block his chitter chatter. Why don't you read that? Read that out loud for the class, Miss Mary.
He said, Grim, I wish I could unread that. The image of you naked on the radio will bring back my PTSD. And Grimmy says it's all part of his evil plan.
Wow. Wow. Damn. I'm almost tempted to put my pants back on. This is just disturbing.
Oh, we just have entirely too much fun.
We're the only ones that have any fun.
I know.
The rest of these crazy fuckers are paying taxes and getting inoculations.
Well, not
even my crazy wife pays fucking taxes. Damn debt slave.
Yeah,
what the fuck? I gave her a choice. Hey, let's go to America. Be outlaws. And she said, I don't want to go to America. Please don't take me to that place.
I know. Wow, isn't that just wow?
Yeah, see?
Have you ever
Well,
done radio naked in a bathtub full of jello? No, I have not, Vinny.
mhm.
Damn, that's.
Wow.
Although I hear the acoustics are very good in a bathroom.
You know what? Wanna Taco put something up of some actual importance around the joking. I appreciate jokes. I love being funny, but I also you mind reading one more time?
Okay,
Wanna Taco?
from Juana
Right
Taco.
under, yeah, yeah,
To find out exactly how much money the fractional reserve banking system can theoretically create with your initial deposit, you can use the money multiplier equation. Total money created equals initial deposit times 1/reserve requirement. So, um,
yeah. So he's letting us know that he's familiar with fractional reserve banking. That's it's nice to have, another person that gets this thing and sees the truth. What
mhm.
you make of the truth is your thing. You want to live in Boston and wish you could move to New Hampshire and talk about how fucked up everybody else is. Hey, that's cool. I personally think people are just fucking people trying to get through the day. Even you sometimes, but mostly I can't stand the side of your text. But once in a while you say something. No, I can't stand the side of his text. Who am I
Oh,
lying to? Wow.
well,
No, hey, he's the RLM house Nazi, and I'm the RLM house Jew, and we're just natural born enemies like that, if you will.
ah,
Nothing you can do about it. Yeah, it's in our DNA.
oh, cool. Thank you, Juana
See,
Taco, for
because
posting that link, by the way.
yeah, 'cause my people have all the money, and his people want all the money. So I understand why there'd be a little problem between us.
Oh, and that must be why I'm sitting over here on the sideline laughing at both of you because I don't, I don't care.
Yeah,
Y'all
it,
can
it's
fight over the money. I'm gonna sit over
but
here and munch on some stuff that I grew in my garden. So what the
yeah,
hell?
but it took a long time for this plan to come to this point. We can't abandon it now.
I
We have to
know.
control everything. You just wait when the United Nations is in Jewland, I mean Israel, and then you'll be going, oh fuck, we got to bark for our masters. It's coming.
Okay,
So
so that bark,
there's
do
yeah.
do they prefer which end it comes out of? Because for those masters, I will give them a bark, all right. But
Well, let
it
me just tell you this: there is a good side to having your slave bent over. So offer whichever end you please. The Jew
block
will
that
make the
point.
best out. The Jew will make the best of the circumstances. Trust me. You might not like it, but we like it.
Well, all righty.
We
Whee!
well, no, I was born into this. I was born into this crap, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't like it, don't want it, don't believe it's real, but it's so much fun to play with.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, I could be Mexican if I want to. My father was Mexican when he was alive. Now he's not alive anymore. So now I don't know if he's Mexican now because he's not here. But my mom, born in England, is an English whatever subject. You know.
Ah.
She's property of the crown, by God and country, I'm telling you. So, depending on
Sweet.
my mood, I could be a wetback or I could be a Jew. So I'd be like a migrant stockbroker.
So could you be like a a soggy Jew?
Probably, yeah, yeah, wetback. Yeah, I was today because I was out playing in the garden with my tools of mass destruction. That's right, fucking plants. I'll cut you down and make shit out of you. Watch this. That's right. Modern technology and me just go, wow. That's how
Uh,
you know there's a bad side to it because you do so much damage when you do shit.
See, and I'm going to go out and play in the yard when we get done on the radio today because I did
In
rake
your
up
bare
all of my
feet,
in my bare feet. Yep.
toes squishing in the dog shit. Wow.
No, actually, I raked. Well, I
Too
raked
brave.
most of that up. Um,
Most, see? The
Well, because my
dogs
doggies are
love.
out there right now, so I'm
Yeah,
sure they're
see,
providing me with more landmines.
and they love us. That's why they do that, so that we'll go. Oh, they go. Hey, I did that.
Just for
Yeah,
ye.
just for you. That's right.
Oh,
You
Flash
know.
is a royal beaner. There you go. You're a royal beaner.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I was telling Cirque before we usually chit chat a little bit before the show, and anyway, I was chit chatting with Cirque before that,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling her, you know, and all this crap with America and Mexico and shit, and these people act like just because there's a bunch of Mexicans picking fucking lettuce in California, that all the Mexicans in Mexico are stupid. Well, they got a pretty big economy down in Mexico, and they got these things called schools where they pretend to go learn shit just like everywhere else. So chances are they've got an engineer or two down there.
Yeah, but you know what?
Huh?
Something that I learned while working at the grain elevator out here, a lot of the,
Mm.
as I was told to call them, Hispanic drivers. Although there was one point during the harvest where 21 of them got busted and sent home because they all had the same driver's license, Jose Juarez. It's like, oops,
Yeah.
you guys need to get a little more creative with your names there. But what they do is they make boatloads of money up here and then they send it home. And after just like 3 to 5 years of working up here and making all that kind of money, then they can go back home and live like frickin' royalty.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
because the cost of living is
is
so
so
much
much
cheaper.
less.
Yeah.
So
Not that the dollar's worth a fuck anywhere. It's that the cost of living where you live is low. Then and it's usually in the Latin sort of places. Everybody else is, oh man, it costs an arm and a leg to live in a free country. Now,
yeah, how free is
but
that?
yeah, well, there you go. See, what do I always tell you? Come on. These fucking scams with their damn royalty and their presidents. What a bunch of horseshit. Just fuck them. I don't know. We all got to do whatever it is we all got to do. And I still say I ain't going to fucking do it. But I'll tell you I'm going to do it, but I ain't never going to do it. I mean, if you're the system, yep, getting right on it, sir. That's the last they hear of me. And always remember, when living outside of the law, don't fucking sign anything with your real name. Use John Lennon or Paul McCartney.
But I don't look like John. No, I
It
don't look
doesn't
like
matter
John
who
Lennon.
reads the signature anyway.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, you know what? If you ever, I like signatures. I've paid a few minutes of attention to it. And one of the characters in history that got my attention was Richard Nixon. Because when Richard Nixon went into office, he legibly wrote his name.
Uh huh.
And when he was disgraced out of office, it was a squiggle that was hardly recognizable. So
Ah.
unless you were like really knew his, you wouldn't even know it was him.
Huh.
But really, who reads a signature? I sign for shit when it comes through the mail or whatnot. I've done that for years and years and years. Whoever reads what you wrote? It's on some little plastic machine and the pen doesn't work and you can't see what you could write anything in there.
Yeah. Well, whenever I sign for shit at work, it's quite the squiggle.
Exact right. So, but who actually reads that the document was signed by anybody? It's just that it was signed
Yeah.
because the signature, anybody's fucking signature has power in the written world.
Okay. Trust no number one just shared something. You have to
Yeah.
set up a personal bank inside of a life insurance policy. Then you can grow your money tax free. Borrow money from yourself, and when you pay yourself back, then you can use those funds again tax free. Sweet, sweet. I can be Yoko Ono. Oh, I can sing like her.
Ooh. Oh, hey, don't. I I was trying to introduce Cirque to a John Lennon song off a old 1971 album that he had Yoko actually sing on.
Uh huh.
And 30 seconds into the song, she was like, "Hey, that's terrible. Turn it off." And I told her before I played it, it's horrible. It's got Yoko on it, but I like John
Yeah.
because, like my wife, you can't blame somebody for their taste in partners. That's just the way it is.
Well, and yeah. And some of the things that I read about that whole thing, when
Mm,
he got hooked up with Yoko and everybody was calling
yeah.
her the ugly woman, which no, I don't find her attractive at all. And she's difficult for me to listen to.
Mm,
Almost as difficult for me to listen to as Robert Kennedy Jr. with
yeah.
his little house is in his. Well, that's just infuriating when I
Oh,
hear
you
that.
made your point there,
Yes.
Mary. I
In
got it.
any
Yes.
case,
Mm.
I just I think what that was his choice. That's who
What
she
if it was
made.
a scam?
Yeah, but I
What if
mean,
it was an arrangement? What
if
if, just
even
like
if
with
it
Paul
was,
McCartney?
yeah, even if it was an arrangement, who gives a
Mm.
shit? He's the one that had to live with her.
Okay, celebrity controls sales, dear. People
Yes.
are hooked on buying things because their favorite celebrity rubs it on their nuts. I gotta buy one. So there you go with that shit. But you know, after all these years, and I've seen so much stuff about the death of McCartney being in 1965, that I finally cracked the whole thing, and I figured out Paul McCartney killed himself in a car accident in 1965, but he had a twin brother that they flew to Germany and changed their sex because Angela Merkel looks just like Paul McCartney. Yeah, and he's got the man boobs and everything.
Oh
I
my
seen a yeah,
lord.
I seen a picture of both of them, and they look like the same person. So I think that's what happened.
Well,
Or
that's
maybe
just
they've gotten further with cloning than we ever dreamed possible.
wow. Wow. I man, I'm going to have
But
to
yeah,
get some brain bleach for that shit.
oh yeah, you can't unsee Paul McMurkel. No way. Because once you recognize the McCartney in her, it's all over. Then you can't even listen to a McCartney song ever again and go not think of it in German. You got to remember the Beatles did do a few songs and recorded them in German. Makes me wonder about that Paul McCartney theory I have.
Wow. Wow. You heard it here first on the Dork Table.
Well, well, it just the society that I grew up in is such a deception. All of it. All of it. John Kennedy assassination uh, to Lenin's assassination. I mean, everything is not what you see the end result that you are being shown, and then you get this fucking wackadoodle story to explain how that took place. And it's not possible, and it's not true. But that's the best that the writers have to work with at the time.
Yeah.
And
Well, and
they
see,
figure if you harp on it enough, we'll eventually just go, okay, shut up, it's true.
yeah, repeat a lie often enough. Well, it's a mass hallucination. Society is a mass hallucination that's very persistent.
Really? I
So,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Really? Hmm. Are you enlightening me, Mary?
I just, well, actually, while you were talking about that, that just popped into my head that society itself is just a mass hallucination. We all, for some
Mm-hmm.
silly reason, believe that there's
Yeah.
such a thing as society because we've been
Yeah.
told so, and so we're hallucinating it into being. It's
Yeah.
like this hologram that we're creating ourselves. And it's
I don't
it's
know.
freaking ugly. We need to turn that damn hologram machine off.
I don't know how to, but I do as little participating as humanly possible.
There you
With
go.
the help of my good friends, Mr. Alcohol and Mr. Smokeahol.
Ah,
Speaking of which, it was 420 somewhere a while ago. I'm gonna celebrate the clock.
there you go.
Here's to you, clock, and all the fine things that you do for us.
Yes, the clock does wonderful things for us. Yeah.
Like what?
Like when we
Like
wake up
what?
in the morning because the dog has to go outside and you look at the clock and it tells you what
Yeah.
time it is and you go, "Holy fuck. Really? Seriously, you
Well,
can't hold it?"
why
No, you can't.
why don't you
Okay.
just get your dog a key?
Actually, Bubba does try to open the door.
Wow, I like that name, Bubba. I made a joke about somebody named Bubba earlier in the beginning of the show. Bubba,
Bubba.
Bubba,
He's such a
Bubba
Bubba.
knows better
Well, yeah.
because he's going to become a Jew, take over the world, $1 at a time.
Oh, hey, I like this. My brother-in-law just shared this over on Fakeybook. Fuck being wined and dined. I just want someone to drink beer in a blanket fort with me while we talk about some weird-ass shit. How cool is that?
Well, that sounds like you, Missy. Especially the blanket fort part.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
all
know
about
about
the
the
blanket
talking
fort.
thing, you potty mouth, but hey, who knows? Anything's possible.
Well, yeah, I'll talk weird-ass shit.
Help! Help! We did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and for anybody that thinks that life is full of mistakes, it's a plan, not a mistake. And furthermore, we have too much doom and gloom.
Oh,
And on top of that,
you want to hear about doom and gloom? I just
no,
scrolled down and Scotty
no, no,
shared this
Scotty.
over on. Remember Scotty from WT?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Scotty.
she shared this over on Fakeybook, and it's a
She's in
picture.
town. No.
Yeah, it's a picture of like the register thingy at Wally World, and it says, "Would you get a flu shot for a $25 gift card?" And it says underneath it, "When Walmart starts bribing you for a flu shot, you should just stop and think about that for a second." And it's like, wow. Wow, I wonder how many people would get a flu shot for when they're starting to pay you. Because I know here in town,
Yeah.
they have a sign at the pharmacy or in town that says free flu shots. And it's like, okay, they tried to sell
Free.
them and they couldn't sell
Yeah.
them. So now they're offering them free because seriously, people, they've got a backlog here. This is shit from 2 years ago, and the shelf life just really isn't that good, no matter how much thimerosal you put in it. And so,
Oh,
we got to get rid of this. We got to rotate this crop so that we can start with the new batch here. And
right.
and now they're actually getting to the point where they're wanting to pay you to get. Wow, they're really getting desperate. That's what that tells me. They're getting very desperate.
Ooh.
There's not near as
Well,
many people getting them inoculations as they would like us to believe.
true. See that? Oh man, that's why my stand-up line. It's all bullshit. If you can believe it, it's your problem, not mine. You know.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. Well, I get a little personal with you because I don't want you to get flu shots and inoculations and horse shit like that. But luckily for me, you're not insane and already know better. It was just when I think what it was for you was just that last. You already knew, you just weren't positive. And
Yeah.
whatever you read that you were talking about last night on your show, that seemed to be the last possible nail. There's no more room to put nails in it. It's done.
Yeah.
And now you have ammunition to back yourself up with a rational explanation instead of just emotion. And that always helps.
Yes. Yes. When not only
Mm.
because they really do have to work together. Your heart and your mind need to work together in order to come to, because somewhere in between the two of them is the truth. You can't
I,
be all
you know,
rational and you can't be all emotional. You have to have a happy medium in there.
am I ever rational, really? I don't think so. I don't think of myself as a rational thinker.
I would
I
have
think of
never
myself
accused you of that.
of being an emotional thinker. Yeah. I go with the way I feel about shit because I don't trust what I see and hear, but I trust me. And if what you say makes me uncomfortable, I don't trust you. fuck off. There you go. And I don't need any more proof than how I feel because it's me. See? And then I assume other people do that too, but they don't. Most people do not. There's a lot of people out there. You're going to not believe this. Are you sitting down, Mary?
Yeah, I am, and I actually have a cat on my lap too.
Don't drink your coffee because I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you go, what?
Okay. Shoot.
Take a deep breath. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
90+% of the population, no matter what language they speak, follow the crowd.
Yeah.
I've spoken! You heard it here first, folks, at the RLM at the Dork Table. From Flash Somebody.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's my opinion. And what I find amusing to me is that other people think that their opinions about an issue should influence somebody else's thinking.
Yeah.
Because I don't really think my opinion influences anybody else's thinking. What I think it does is other people that recognize it, like Trust No One, that was going explaining the banking thing and how you can make it work for yourself. And people like Pancakes and Grim, they think for themselves, and sometimes they agree with you.
Uh-huh.
That's it. We're throwing shit at a wall to see what's going to stick.
Yeah.
Big fucking deal. Don't get all wrapped up in how fucking wonderful you are. Oh, I saw something here that pissed me off yesterday about on the RLM chat. Some guy comes into the RLM chat pissing and moaning all over the room about how horrible and stupid these people on this other site are. How uneducated. You know what? Fuck you. That's your opinion because they booted you out because you're so fucking superior. And that's the point. What you're not seeing is people can only tolerate so much before they go, wow, where's the fucking ignore button? I'm telling you, that's the way I see it. That's me, not you, Mary, not Grim, not Barman or Moose Girl or Friend Slave. That's from me, or Vinny. That's me talking.
Yep.
And it's my opinion, and you can't tell me what to think. Nanny, boo boo.
Stick your head in dog too. Okay, and
See?
since you expressed your opinion and wow, synchronicity. Because you know me, I'm always looking around at all the other fun stuff while I'm listening to you, and because
listening,
because it's like squirrel. I know I am, aren't I?
Listening, you don't.
Okay,
listen.
I hear you, but sometimes I actually listen too. It's almost like we're married, only not. But
I know. I'm a bigamist. I'm a radio bigamist. Oh shit.
Okay, so lovely Lisa B, who is dear friend of mine over here on Fakey Books, shared this. You attract what you are. If you want to attract healthy people into your world, start by getting rid of the negative thoughts, gossiping friends, and dream-killing associates who are in your life now. Might also be a good idea to stop having sex with married or emotionally unavailable men and women. And by the way, inappropriate phone calls, flirting, and texting is cheating too. So why would the universe deliver a good person into your life when your choices are so toxic? The law of attraction is real.
Yeah, well, I go with my intentions bring me my results.
Yes. Yes.
Like this banter with me and Hans, that's just bullshit. But the thing with me and Cirque is real,
Yeah.
But the Electron, there's something to do, something to play with. I don't like the way he presents his side of the coin, so I fuck with him. And he makes himself such an easy target that, and I'm so emotional. I get a little carried away with myself and I go too far. But, there's a little bit of funny in there somewhere that I'm hiding behind sarcastic brutality. It looks like sarcasm and brutality, but no, it's just misdirected humor. It's not angry at all. No, that's just the whiskey talking. I love everybody. No, I don't. I no, that's bullshit. I don't love everybody. Well, maybe you know what? Maybe it's like this. I don't like hardly anybody, but I don't wish anybody any physical harm, or mental breakdowns, or, I hope somebody pees in your Starbucks coffee. I'm not like that,
Yeah.
but I'll give you a few words of shit on an internet site, but wishing people harm, no, not my game.
Yeah.
Because you get back whatever I put out into the world is what my result is. That's why life is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I get to brag, and then Pancakes calls me names. You bragger. Lou, you always got to brag about how good things are. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
then Free and Slave steps up and says, "Don't piss on on your back and tell him it's raining." So see?
yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Uh, well, you know what? Some people like to be lied to. It's their comfort zone. It's what they fucking know. It's like a dog. If you have a dog and you beat that dog every day of its life, and then one day you stop beating it, it's going to not get its beating, and it's going to fuck that dog up. Well, you don't love me no more. You're not going to hit me.
Yeah. It's sick
And
and wrong,
sad.
but yeah.
I know, but it's a bad example of the point. But it was a good point. And it could be done verbally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost my temper at Hannah for barking today and got mad and yelled at her. And Cirque said, "No, stop that. You sound just like her, you idiot." Yeah, but I don't care. I'm so fucking tired of her barking at dogs because she wants some cha-cha. Fuck her. She's a fucking dog. But
Yeah, and she's
that's
probably
me.
thinking
Yeah.
you're a fucking human. So,
Well, right. But Cirque is the one that's all lovey-dovey. And
yes.
I'm the one that could give two flying fucks most of the time. So
Wow.
how the hell me and her fit? I
So
don't get it.
how would you give two flying fucks? Because I'm not trying to do a personal imagination
Exactly.
because I really
It
don't want to
can't
go
be
there. But how do you do?
can't be
I
done.
mean, you have to be very acrobatic to
Yeah.
be able to do
It-
that.
let's ask Cliff Clavin how you do that. I'm sure he has an answer. He has an answer for everything else.
How do you perform a flying fuck, and then how do you give two of them away?
Quit flogging the dog.
It's not the same thing there, Grim.
I just yelled at her, but my wife got mad at me and said, "You're acting just like her, you idiot."
Yeah, and she barked at you. So
Yeah.
see, what goes around comes around.
Well, see, your intentions.
See, Hannah barked, then you
But
barked at her, and then Circle barked at you, and
but
the
the point
circle of
still
life was
remains.
complete.
I wanted silence, and fucking by God, I was going to get it if I had to scream louder than the person pissing me off. Now, I'm sure
To
you
get
can
your
see
silence.
the logic. That's the American fucking way that I can't let go of. That's why I recognize it in other people so much and bitch about it, because it's so deeply embedded in me. I got to fight the fucking shit so that I don't do it. Because you know what? Earlier before the show, I said, I think when I go out in public, I put my bullshit suit on to go out in public and deal with life.
Hmm.
And then the last couple of weeks, I've been going out and I've been running into people with babies, and the babies don't dislike me or fear me. They're all staring, talking, whatever they're doing. They don't really talk, but they're making noises and
Hmm.
pointing. And if you're going to be an intimidating factor in society, and you're attracting little babies that smile at you, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You're not a bad guy if you're making babies smile. There's the gauge right there.
Yeah.
20, 12 to 60, and fuck all those. And I'm in that group. I'm in this 12 to 60 group. So everything that I say is subject to change. After 60, I think I'll settle down and I'll pick a road I want to be on. But right now, I'm still, I'm experimenting with anger and resentment and misgivings and misunderstandings and playing with them because they're fun.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Well, playing with things is fun.
I spent 50 years in America learning how to be an American. And I've only had 5 years to be an American.
An
or an
Americant.
Ameridont. I don't know. I'm an Ameridont, but it doesn't
Amerinaut.
matter.
You're an
Yeah,
Amerinaut.
me and Sir
Welcome
got
back, sock puppet.
Hey, socky old whore. Anyway, so me and Circle got invited to go to England,
Uh huh.
and I had to decline. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I'm very done traveling. I'm sick of having strange fucking 20-year-olds sticking their hands up my ass looking for nuclear weapons, being patted down, all that. No,
Well,
fucking tired of it.
just because it smells like toxic waste doesn't mean you have a bomb up there.
Well, no, but there's always some fucking idiot in a suit with a badge that's got the control and the means
And a
to
glove.
inconvenience you
Yeah.
to do this shit. Why put yourself in harm's way? It's how I see war. If I stay out of war zones, I'm probably not going to be at war with anyone.
Yeah.
If I want to be at war with anyone, I'll go on the RLM and look for hands. And that's as far as I'm willing to take violence at this point in my life is a few stupid insults back and forth between me and Hans.
And the
And that's
verbal
as far
barrage was quite stunning.
was it? Well, he's
No.
cannon fodder for the Dork Table, this poor guy. I don't know. He's everything that I don't want to be. And he brags about it, so fuck, how could I not play on it? I'm a mean, sadistic old man. Of course I'm going to do that. If you don't want to be noticed, keep your mouth shut. That's my theory. It worked for my cousin, let me tell you. He never got married, but boy, that cow sure smiled a lot.
Oh, you just totally ruined Cowboy's little thing right there because I was going to read that. Oh, see, thank you for the musical interlude because that just cleared all of that cow stuff out of the building. Because Cowboy said the quest is possibly more than the destination, which is, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't,
How
that's
often do it's like the search for the Holy Grail or whatever the hell, everybody's going, oh, let's go. And then when you finally get to the end and find what you were looking for, it's kind of a downer. It's kind of a, wow.
no, no.
Well, that didn't live up to the hype.
Wow. See, oh, I can't say that because when the ends of my journeys are always fulfilling. I'm lucky like that.
Well, see, and I don't think I've ever gotten to an end yet, so.
Oh yeah, I have. Okay, well, I picked up and left the place I was to go start something different somewhere else. A couple of times in life, maybe more than a couple, but and now I figured, well, if I'm willing to do the ink, I might as well stay with this one because I never had anybody's name put on my body before.
Ah.
And we didn't go with the traditional slave name with her. So I went, there may be more to this story. Let's see where it goes.
There you go.
But to me, I had to end something else to come to Denmark to do something different. So, this is my perspective of life. I had to end something in North Carolina to go to England or to Scotland. Fuck, I haven't been to England in a while. And then I had to end something in Scotland to go to Denmark. So my pattern is to go anywhere else. I have to end what I'm doing here, and I don't want to do that.
Oh.
I told her, dig a hole in the backyard, and when I'm fucking done, just push me in it. Fuck it.
There you go.
Who's gonna miss me? Nobody. I mean,
Well,
when you think about it, come on. When you think about it, people miss you as far, and then 5 days later, they don't even think of you anymore. It's over. It's gone. Because reality is a cult. I'm not talking about your daddy and your mommy.
Yeah.
Talking about people that you know through other people. It's not important.
Yeah.
Or celebrity or whatever. I mean, fuck, how many celebrities died? And it's the end of the world. Robin Williams died. Here we are all these years later. Who's Robin Williams?
No, I'm not saying that. But then again, I've got some Robin Williams movies that I refer to quite often. Actually, there's been quite a few of his movies that, really had a very profound effect on me.
But that's you.
Yeah,
See,
that's me. That's
and
me.
and
And
to find
that just popped something else into my head cuz and it was a stream, and definitely the stream figures into this. Have you ever heard of Philippe Jose Farmer?
who?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, no,
Uh,
wait. Say that again. I was
uh,
reading the chat, and it's a merry cunt, and I
uh,
heard you at the same time. I lost what you said. I
Philippe.
couldn't hold both thoughts at the same time.
Okay,
So no, I
Philippe
say it.
Jose Farmer was
No, but
a
the name Farmer, I know Frances Farmer. She was a movie actress, but
well,
no Philippe. No, no Felipe. No.
Philippe Jose Farmer was a science fiction, one of the grandfathers of science fiction. You know, one of the biggies. You know, back when Joseph Campbell, Isaac Asimov, Philippe Jose Farmer, Heinlein, you know, all of anybody that read science fiction knows those
Oh,
names.
well,
Um,
I don't read science fiction,
yeah.
so I'm not familiar with anybody but Isomov, and I was not really impressed with his stuff either.
Well,
Oops.
Asimov is a little bit difficult to get into, but once you
Well, I
do,
didn't
it's
say I was
like,
stupid. I
yeah,
said, let me
yeah.
try this one more time.
Oh, I
What I
know.
read of his did not impress me all that much.
Yeah. Well,
It
he's
wasn't
different.
too deep to get. I'm not a fucking moron. I just didn't care for. I don't
Didn't care
know.
for his style. I get that.
It's like music. You like something, and you can't tell somebody why you like something, and then when they hear it, they go, "Well, that's the worst noise I ever heard in my whole fucking life."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, that on that level, not the deepness of his writings. I don't fucking care about that. Just didn't appreciate. I
You
science
just
fi
didn't. Yeah.
that.
Well, in any case, Farmer wrote a series, the River World series.
Yes, dear.
And there you go. Thank you, Sock Puppet. And
Ta-da!
in the River World series, it's kind of like that Mandela effect or the alternate universe kind of thing. The farther
I don't
down
like the term Mandela effect,
well,
so
I'm not real crazy about that either,
so I won't
but
use it.
it's but
I'm boycotting the whole Mandela fucking
okay.
propaganda name.
Okay. That's fine. You know, alternate memories, let's put it like that. But with Farmer, with the River World series, you know, you start out your life at one part, and most people just stay in that section of the river. But one of the protagonists in the series actually traveled down the river and went to different worlds and stuff. And this was one of those things that was running through my brain as I was thinking about all of this alternate universe stuff while doing dishes. See, I'm one of those
Wow.
weird people that have weird shit
Yeah,
going through my mind when I'm doing chores. But
you're a dork.
I know, I'll admit it. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Yes, that's yeah. I know
Who
that one,
gives a
Grimmy. I've
shit
read that.
they do or not?
No, that's a story, hon.
Oh, I thought, wow, is that a question? Add a question mark on it.
No, it's a
I'm
story.
thinking, I don't care what I dream about, so I don't care what sheep dream about or androids dream about either.
Yeah. Part of the robot
Wow.
series. In
See,
any
now you
case,
guys went way over my head. You're talking over me, and
but see
because
what
I'm not a.
while I was thinking of that the River
Yeah.
World series by
Mhm.
Farmer, then I also Cowboy Tech had shared a video years back when I first kind of started interacting with him on I think on WT,
Mhm.
and he'd shared this video about veils.
Oh.
And you know, so many people stay within one section, and a certain percentage of those get past that first veil, and a certain percentage of that bunch
Uh,
get past the second
yeah.
veil, and on and
Yeah.
on and on. Really very fascinating video. Um,
Like a comfort level thing, right?
yeah. Well, you know,
You
and
stop
each
when you're happy.
yeah, well, and some of it is, you know, it's the veil you can look at as a level of bullshit that you're no longer willing to accept, and so you step beyond that veil, and then you
Yeah.
step beyond the next one, and so
Mm.
you know, I had all of this stuff running through my head while I'm doing dishes, and I'm thinking, wow, this is really wild. How you know, I was making these like connecting the dots from my personal timeline of how long ago I initially read that the River World series, and then you know hearing stuff about alternate universes, and seeing that video by Cowboy Tech, and just creating a little mental timeline, and how my perspective on things has changed over that whole time frame. It's like, wow, that is just really kind
Well,
of cool.
but Mary, it's safe to say your experience has also changed. What
Yes.
you were once limited to, you get out of that box and you see new things that you heard about, and all of a sudden, oh,
And it
because up to a certain point, it's all just stories until you get out of the box you're in to see it for yourself.
But and the boxes is a really good way of looking at it as well, because when I first read them, I was in this little bitty box,
Yeah, I'm in a
and
box
then
now.
yeah, and then I stepped out of that box, and so I have a different perspective on what I saw while I was in that smaller box, and then I've
Mm.
stepped out of that box, and then the perspective changed a little bit more because you can see it from a
Yeah,
bigger scale now.
yeah,
And
exactly.
so each
Yeah.
time you step out of the even bigger
Hmm.
box, then you have a bigger picture of
Hmm.
what it was. And it's just kind of, I
Yeah.
find it fascinating to be able to connect those dots and go,
Mm.
wow, how
There's
the
a simpler,
progression has
yeah,
gone.
there's a simpler explanation.
What's that?
The Mona Lisa syndrome.
Which is?
You put your hand in front of your face and open your eyes, and you see a blurry hand.
Uh-huh.
Back off, stretch your arm, and as you move your hand away, it becomes your hand. Same thing, just shorter.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
You know, because sometimes clarity comes with a little distance. Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause, oh, man, people smother each other and don't even realize they do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Yep.
Like
Yep. Yep.
I'm sure I'm smothering with my lack of opinion about critical things in life that I just don't give two flying fucks about one way or the other. But it insults people. They call me uneducated. Oh, read a book. Well, fuck. It's because I read a book that I believe what I believe. That's what that's what you're not understanding is that I refuse to read the books that were banned before you were old enough to read. you know,
Hmm.
it's yeah, it's a game. Oh, I fucking back. Life is not what we believe it is. We are limited by the by the sources of food and energy that we get to sustain ourselves. Those things limit our mentality so that we are as incapable as fucking humanly possible, but smart enough to operate the machinery so they can make money off us.
Yeah.
And all this aptitude and oh, college, that's a bunch of shit. You can call it whatever you want. You can borrow yourself into debt if you want to, but you're never going to get into the club. You'll always, no matter what level you think you're at, you're always going to be outside looking in
Well, yeah, it's very
because of
much a caste society,
because of the family you were born into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because one week I tried to bring up to you that all the presidents are related, and you attacked me right back with, "Well, 6 degrees of separation, Lou." And I understand that, yes, but there are certain families on this planet that never bred out of their fucking family, and they're all in power. That's why when you look at them, you see a bunch of retarded, big-eared freaks because they're inbred, and they're dumber than shit because they never say anything. When do you ever hear them speak? Have you seen a Rothschild that didn't look like he'd been fucking a cow?
I try
I
not to
haven't.
look at them.
Okay. You're not the only one listening.
I know. I know. But I'm just saying, I try not to look at them.
Well, okay. So I'm on a rant about is that by selection of family line, that is where we are. Politics and religion, all that stuff's a bunch of horse shit. It's to cover up the family lines that run the fucking planet, that think
Yeah.
they own all the shit. And we, as a bunch of willing participants, we allow this shit because we want our $1 billion.
And yet, I see that stuff and I hear all this shit about how, people that are RH negative are part of this elite caste or whatever. And I
Ooh,
think
baby, was hot.
I put the lie to that because I'm RH negative and there ain't no fucking way I am part of any elite caste.
Maybe
So
you are. You're just the redneck side of the
oh,
elite.
I'm the idiot
Sent
cousin
here
on
infiltrating the common man as
yeah,
Scrammy Mary.
I'm the idiot cousin from the wrong side of the tracks. There you go. Just slap me around like a blue-haired stepchild. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
No. No, I
Well,
just
okay,
you hear,
friends.
you read and you hear all of this fun stuff. And that's where a lot of times, people will ask me, "So why in the hell are you reading that shit? Or why in the hell are you going there? Or why in the hell are you listening to that?" And I say because I want number one, it never hurts to know what the other side is talking about and
Yeah.
question to find out where they're coming from. That rarely is cause for harm. Rarely. It's usually a
Did,
good
did,
thing.
did I
Um,
ever tell you the lesson I learned from rock and roll?
what's that?
Well, you know what a front man is, correct?
Yes. Like
Okay,
Steve
so
Perry and Journey.
there you go. So you have some musicians and a drummer
Uh-huh.
making music while
Mm-hmm.
this front man does his thing all over the place. And everybody remembers the guy that was in front doing his shit in front of everybody, but they don't know who the drummer was.
Ah,
Okay,
ah.
so the guy that's really got all the power, you can have all those fucking musicians all you want, but where's your drummer?
Yeah.
Okay, the guy that's made the most fun of openly and neglected and blah 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 is really usually the backbone of whatever it is that you're participating in, right? So the lesson rock and roll taught me was, oh, Walmart is just a front to keep us off Rothschild. These people are rich to our standards, but the Rothschilds won't have them. They ain't shit to them.
Ah, well,
When
yeah.
was last time you remember reading that the crew that owns Walmart was at the Queen of England's house having tea and biscuits?
Wow. I guess
Right.
I didn't go there.
Queen Beatrix had Wally Mart guy over for dinner the other night. I don't think so, sport. But Obama's wife put her hands on the Queen, patting her on the back in front of the whole fucking world.
Which is supposedly a major faux pas, and I really don't.
It just
Ah,
goes to show what a bunch of bullshit is. What we're watching a performance, and when they fuck up the script, they just explain it away. Because those fuckers are all in the same group. It does to them, they're equal to each other. They're superior to us, those who have no names, the dead people.
huh. See, and whenever I see something like that, I just kind of go,
Thank you, baby.
because I,
Looky, looky.
oh, I see you.
I got a circle in my life.
I know
Cha-cha,
you do.
cha-cha. Okay, I'm sorry, Mary. I
No, that's
interrupted
okay.
you.
That's okay. I just,
Hmm.
uh, wow.
Do you
I'm
like the
trying.
point I'm trying to make? Do you really understand where I'm coming from? To
Yes.
me, Walmart's owner or whatever, whoever the fuck these people are, those people are fucking loaded and da 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 da. Yeah, maybe they're loaded and they got money, but they ain't got shit compared to the people that got real money.
Well, and
Because
see, that's
all the money that the people have got from the last 100 years is all made up. So
yeah.
the real resources, the real gold, and the real commodities are not owned by the people that we think own them. Those are front men, just like a fucking rock band.
Well, there's always yeah, but see,
That band will go on without Steve Perry, but take that drummer out and you got a problem.
well, see, and that's where I think people will be missed, but no one is irreplaceable. When it comes to that position can be fulfilled
Oh
by
yeah, but
another
it
person,
changed. Okay,
basically is what I
but
mean. But no,
all right,
where
and
I was
certain
going
things
was
change the
you were
foundation.
talking about the Walmart thing and all that fun stuff and
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
Trump's wife touching the queen. They had a shit
No,
fit
not
because
Trump. Obama.
or oh, I thought you said Trumples. I'm sorry.
No, I
And
no. It was Obama. It was
Michelle touched the queen, and it's like, oh,
patted her on the
BF.
back like a
Yeah,
common like
and
a
to
common.
me, I see that kind of stuff, and I see people going, "Oh, that's such a faux pas. You're not supposed to touch her." Well, whether you're supposed to or not, it happened, and guess what? The Wicked Witch didn't melt. Neither one of them did. So, is this just a bullshit line put out there so that to keep you back? And is it possibly one of those things that they are concerned about their own welfare and they don't want someone stabbing them in the back, therefore you're not allowed to touch them in any way except for on the hand, which you can pass all kinds of germs and Germans just by touching hands, but oh, there
Well,
might be a knife hidden up your sleeve, and that's
okay.
why you're not
Let me
supposed to hug them and shit. It's all
let me ask you a
bullshit.
question.
It's
Right, right.
all
Let me ask you a
bullshit.
question.
What?
Do you have a knowledge of what the reading population is of the world? Doesn't matter the language. Like in America, I read 16%, and this is years ago. 16% of Americans are illiterate, and I think it's worse than that. But on a global level, do you know what the literacy around the whole globe would be?
No, but to me, literacy is a very that's another one of those separatist kind of things in my mind, because to me,
Yeah.
just because you cannot read a bunch of squiggles and lines or don't care to read a bunch of squiggles and lines, whether it be on tree bark or on paper or what have you, there is intelligence there that
Mm.
these people are able to survive without being able to decipher all those squiggles and lines that were either written in stone, written on tree bark, written on animal skins, whatever.
That's what I'm doing in Denmark. It's fun. It's an entertainment to me to not speak Danish and not read Danish and go around and get along in public anyway.
And yet you can,
If it,
you can still communicate with people. You can still get your point across. And there's probably a very good portion of those entities living on this, the bipedal ones, those that we
Mhm.
can call ourselves umans or whatever you want to call it,
No,
that are
not that.
wandering
That's
around on this planet. Oh, and I don't give a shit about that whole, human means yada yada.
the
Fuck you.
definitions. Yeah, but
I don't
legal definitions burn you in court. So where it
Okay, and
counts.
so if I don't go to court, I don't have to worry about that shit, do I?
No,
And
exactly.
and as
Yeah.
far as I'm
Stay out of the
concerned, that
game.
whole
Yeah.
human thing and what it
Hmm.
means, that is their definition. That doesn't mean,
True.
it's like they took the word liberal and completely redefined it. That is their definition. Made it have an
That's
ugly taste in
because
my mouth, but still.
at at the turn of the century, 1900, the progressives gobbled up the liberal
Mm-hmm.
into they brought them in, period. There was no
Well,
choice about it.
they also gobbled up the word progressive. They gobbled up a lot of
Hmm.
words. They took words that people
Yeah.
were used to using
Yeah.
and that meant something positive, and they perverted them. They warped them. That's how they roll. Okay, fine. You want to roll like that? You want to change definitions? Fine. I'm going to stick by the definition that I know. And if you don't like it, then I'll make up some fucking words and come up with my own damn definition so I don't have to deal with your shit. I know that's probably a very simplistic or a very naive way of looking at things, but I've gotten by this long by doing this, and I just try and keep my nose clean. But I get so frustrated with people that judge others, on their intelligence by their ability to communicate
Type.
in a certain manner.
Yeah. Typing or
Yeah,
speaking.
whether it's
Yeah.
typing or speaking a certain language or being able to read the little hieroglyphs on a piece of paper
Mm.
or what have you, those things do not determine intelligence.
Mm.
To me,
Well, what does?
intelligence is someone that's able to, be able to do what they need to do to keep, their world going. So
Mm.
so if, Aborigines, they get along just fine. They do their thing. They stay fed. Sure, they have some lean times, but they also know how to do workarounds. To me,
Hmm.
anybody that can figure out a frickin' workaround is pretty goddamn sharp. And if you can do workarounds without electricity or without all of these modern conveniences, that's a sharp cookie as far as I'm concerned. Anybody
Oh
that can
yeah,
that
yeah.
can figure out
How to
when they
survive?
when they don't have all of the quote unquote proper tools, they can still
Yeah.
figure out how to get the job done. That is one sharp individual. And I get
Mm,
so cranky when people start judging because,
mm.
well, they can't read English. They don't know how to run a smartphone. I don't know how to run a fucking smartphone, and I don't
Yeah,
consider myself a
yeah,
moron. I can be pretty
yeah,
dumb sometimes, but I don't consider myself a moron.
yeah.
But, maybe
I
other
choose
people.
not to bother with the phone. That's my choice. I got some old. Uh, I call my mom and Cirque on it, and well, my brother too. But you know, it's just three people, so I don't
Ah,
need a big phone for that.
yeah.
And I don't really have. And it's weird because I really don't like talking on the phone in the first place. Not
Yeah.
about things that we need to talk about, and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah.
I'd
You know
rather do
what?
that in person. Well,
Grimmy just put THC. I'm having all kind of synchronistic moments today for some
huh?
reason. Grimmy
Yeah.
put THC in,
Yeah.
well, as part dope pot THC in the chat. And my fakey book just refreshed, and David Standing Oak just shared. I can't, or you can't spell healthcare without THC.
Wow.
Talk
Okay.
about
Coincidence.
synchronicity.
Or coincidence. Who
No,
knows?
I don't believe in coincidence.
Well, it doesn't matter if you believe in it or not.
Yeah, well,
It's
yeah.
what it is. You know what a coincidence is? It's got a definition.
Yes, I know
And
it's
an
got a
ex
definition.
well, how can you not believe in something that's real? Two unlikely things happening simultaneously. Doesn't mean you don't like it. It doesn't mean it's not real. It's real. I believe it's real.
Okay,
You
well,
don't have to believe it's real. I choose to
see,
argue the other side with
you
you.
use the word coincidence for the same thing that
Yeah.
I use the word synchronicity for.
Oh, why
Two
didn't you
two
say that
different
in the
terms
first
for the same thing.
place?
Yeah.
See, but that sums me and you up because me and you look at the same thing a lot of times and never see the same thing.
Well,
And
we
sometimes
call
in
it two
time,
different things, but we wind up seeing when we
yeah,
get to talking about it, we see the same thing. It's just we call it
right.
two
That's
different things.
yeah.
So
It's
you call
called
it coincidence.
communicating.
Yeah, you call it coincidence. I call it synchronicity.
Uh, eh,
Eh,
details.
six
This
of
is
one, half a
okay.
dozen of the other. Tomato,
Well,
tomato.
true, but last week I was telling you about, wow. You don't need to believe what you're told. You need to really believe what you believe. That's the thing. And a lot of people have been um, they've got information they don't really know what it means. They think they know what it means because they were told another lie to back up the first lie.
Yeah.
So they're still stuck in that government, Democrat, Republican bullshit that they really think is real when the truth of the matter is people think they own us and they express that through this thing that they call government to control what we do. But they lead some of us to believe that you have a voice in the decisions when nobody gives a fuck what you think or what you want. And if they did, the proof would be there wouldn't be any fucking forced inoculations. It would be a choice that you make based on something that was going to help you, not something that might kill you if you use it on a Tuesday.
See, and that's just another symptom of the dis-ease of government. Anytime they come up with an idea that is such a wonderful idea that they have to force you to go along with it, that to me is the definition of government. It's such a wonderful idea, we're going to have to force you into doing it.
Well, you were saying last night about you only saw government on a small scale, but still, the way it operates is the same.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the public, they don't want it. They don't want to know the fucking truth. They don't want to really be responsible and
Yeah.
take a risk. And it's a risk.
It's
Whatever a
yeah.
risk is to you
It's the
is
whole
what you're not.
Pontius Pilate thing. I'm washing my hands of this. I'll let someone else get their hands dirty. That's pretty
See, I'm
much.
just I'm just dancing around on the fringe because I'm really not a part of the process. I'm a guest because everything runs on money.
Yeah, but whether we want to be part of the process or not, we still, one way or
Oh no,
another.
Mary. Most people will not take you seriously if you don't have a visible means to explain your finances. They want to know all the details about where your money came from and how you got it and what the fuck is it of your business in the first place is what I want to know. You ask your banker that shit before you sign for your fucking mortgage.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, you're a tenant on your own fucking property. Good God. How can you fucking think you own anything if you look at your paperwork and it says you're a tenant? That
Yeah.
tells you the whole fucking story right there. This breaks up relationships, Mary. People
Oh.
do not want to fucking know.
Oh, I know it does. I know it does.
Crushes their world.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's where I was lucky. I'm going to brag. We're almost at the end of the show. I'm going to brag. You know what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah, the 7th of May. Mm.
Oh, sock puppet, I would love to come up. I just don't think there is a one size fits all solution other than people taking
Hmm.
personal responsibility. You have
Oh,
got
I
to be
I've
responsible
got
for
my wait a
yourself and
minute.
stop
Yeah.
giving someone else responsibility
Duh.
over your shit. That's
Yeah.
it. But as a big one size fits all solution, I have not been able to come up with one yet.
I've got one. Stop lying. Stop killing. Grow hemp. Period.
Well,
That's it.
yeah, that works.
If you stopped lying, everything else would fall right after it because if you didn't have an enemy to hate, you wouldn't have anybody to kill. And this whole fucking society is based on making enemies and wanting to kill people for the good of others because that's what they're doing. Whoa, talk about lame shit.
Yeah, and
My neighbor shit on my driveway, so I'm going to get him back by shitting on his driveway.
what'd that
Not,
do? It
hey,
just
there's a
made two
problem.
shit-filled driveways.
Well, but the point is that there's a guy that's so messed up in his head he feels the urge to shit on a driveway. Let's deal with that and treat him like a human being. No, let's hang that motherfucker for that. And that's what I grew up in. That kind of violent anger. They gotta pay. Blah blah. Fuck you people. No,
Sock, I
I don't
don't know
want.
that there is
I don't
anything
want
that'll
to be like
fix the
that.
government. I really don't.
Yeah,
I don't
ab-
know.
abandonment. Dissolve the fucking shit. Stop fucking playing it. It's a fucking mind game. You can be any victim to whoever you want to be a victim to.
And yet
Why
it's
let
still
that
one
run
of
your
those
life?
nature abhors a vacuum. So if you dispense with what we've currently got, and odds
Hmm,
are you're going to have
hmm.
something else fill that void that's going to be as bad, if not worse. Odds
Ah, here we go
are.
with that. Yeah. Yeah, but
So
see, that's why
that's
small communities,
that's why
fuck
we
all this
need
global
smart
shit.
people. We
You
just
need,
need people to frickin' do some thinking and get together
mm,
and try and come up with something. I
mm.
don't I'm just a mouthpiece on the fucking radio. That
Yeah, it's
I'm
fun.
not anything special. I'm just
Yes, you are too.
I
You
okay,
are
I'm
to 40 users on RL and M. Okay.
well,
To some
I
level or another, they appreciate your voice one way or the other. If they don't agree with you, they still listen. So
well,
yeah, you sparkle a little bit, Miss Mary.
yeah, but it's not everybody could do that. I don't think I'm doing anything that anybody else couldn't do.
Oh, well. Couldn't. Cirque doesn't want to be on the radio. Cirque is funny as hell.
Yeah.
God damn. Sometimes she makes me laugh so much I got to tell her stop. I can't breathe. My ribs will start fucking hurting because, you laugh too much and
Yeah, it causes you
there's
actual
a
physical
balance.
pain. Yeah.
But she's
And
funny.
she's hilarious and brilliant,
Oh,
and she's a
you know,
wonderful speaker, but
I
yeah, she
wanted to
doesn't want to do
say
radio.
tomorrow is 3 years of her putting up with my old ass on the legality thing. So
Yeah.
it deserved
Yes,
recognition.
and a happy anniversary to you. And yes, Sock Puppet, abandoning government will not fix the effects of government based on the
Um,
individualist model. No, it will not.
oh, wow.
And that's,
Well, when you're a victim of your neighbors instead of some fucking thug with a gun, people are a little more civilized to each other under duress than they're taught. You know, I've
yeah,
been in disasters. I've talked about this before on the show, bored everybody. But I've been in disasters where what it really did was it brought the best out of the neighbor because the goal was for everybody to survive because we
yes,
needed each other.
yeah,
And that's what we're not taught to realize. We're taught to kill, mutilate, burn,
yeah. It's a
suffer.
mindset that needs to be
Yeah.
fixed, and that's
But
that's
how?
not that's not something that can be done on a massive scale. It has to be done
Right.
individually.
Yeah, but we're taught wrong because our instinct as a whole is similar. I've lived through it. I'm not. This isn't an opinion.
I know,
This
I
is
know.
physical, right? But to whoever doesn't know me like you do, this isn't how I feel about something for once. This is what I actually went through and saw. People, we couldn't tolerate each other. We didn't even speak to each other. But when the earthquake hit, all of a sudden, that got put aside for a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And you know what? We're just about out of time. So thanks
I
everybody for
know.
listening in. Be sure to stick around or come back because Kira with the bridge will be on later on today. Don't know if JJ's is going to come on and play any music or not because I think he's festivaling. But hey, I hope he has a good time. Also, Bo Diddy will be on later on this evening with some bodacious tunage here on the RLM. Then tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, Grimmy will be coming on with the blues, or maybe earlier if he feels like it. And he will be playing some blues, and hopefully there will be a rousing game of trivia going in the RLM chat. That will lead into Hal Anthony, who is going to take y'all behind the woodshed and open up a can of whoop ass on yo ass. And then tomorrow
Wow.
evening is Gary L. and hopefully Gigi's Boo with the road less traveled. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on this weekend. So be sure to check back or stick around. And the musical interlude that Flasher is providing. And, yeah, I guess we're going to have to get the heck out of here because we're out of time. You got anything to say, Flasher?
Oh yeah. Hey, the hardcore RLMers make it worth doing this crazy shit every week.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, well, sometimes we think of something that makes them talk,
Yep.
and they get about